Good morning and happy Friday. I hope everyone had a fabulous week. I hope everyone got everything done that they set out to do this week. I know personally I did get a lot of stuff done, so I'm pleased with myself and all the things that I was able to accomplish. This week kind of went by a little slow for me. I don't know if anyone else experienced um, the fact that the week kind of drug along. Like last week for me personally, it went by kind of fast. It was Monday and then it was Friday, but this week I felt every single day it was like it was kind of monotonous, and it was, I guess it was different because the kids started back to school, so my schedule kind of shifted a little bit from waking up an hour later to waking up an hour earlier, to in order to prepare, to get the wake my kids up for school. But still, the week still turned out great. I have a lot of things on my mind that I want to talk about. I never prepare to do these videos. I kind of, every morning I get up and I pray and I just ask God to use me as a vessel to speak to myself, speak through me, speak to me, but speak through me so that others are also able to to learn something or to get something out of the words that, he places inside of me. I'm not selfish with anything. I've never been a selfish person. So if God, whispers something in my spirit, I want to share it with the world. And I think that's what spirituality is all about. Spirituality is for yourself first and then for others. Because when we become better people, we are then better to other people. And I think it's just an awesome thing that you know that I'm able to hear from God and able to change my life and able to share the words that He gives to me so that others, to help other people change their lives. Um, I guess the first thing I would like to talk about is beauty. Some people have um, an odd sense of what beauty really is. Most people are very vain when it comes down to, to defining what true beauty is. My definition of a person that is truly a beautiful person is a person who is a loving person, a person who respects others, a person who helps others, a person who is friendly and smiling and just pleasant to be around. The outer doesn't matter a whole lot. It's what's inside that shines forward. So many people have it, backwards. They believe whatever they put on the body is what makes them appear to be beautiful. And I won't say that I was like that at one point in my life, but I will say I know everybody wants to enhance their beauty, just like I want to enhance my beauty. If I didn't, I wouldn't wake up every morning and put on a wig or some earrings and my eyeshadow and my lip gloss. Um, Monday through Friday, I don't do any foundation, but I make sure I put on my eyeshadow and my gloss. Everybody wants to enhance their appearance, but I think the odd relationship comes into play when people feel as though they're not beautiful without the hair, without the gloss or the eyeshadow. I feel as though I'm beautiful without it all. I mean, I don't put this on to make myself beautiful. So many people have that thought that they have to do all of that to make themselves appear beautiful to the world, and they skip over the fact that they need to pour things into them. They need to pour God's word into them. They need to, you know, once you pour God's word into you, the outer is going to automatically start looking good. You're going to start treating people better. So that's going to make you beautiful. You're going to start caring about others. That's going to make you beautiful. So the more of God that's into you, the more beauty that pours out of you. So for me personally, I know this is not for everybody, but me, what I noticed with myself once I started to become more spiritual person and having a closer relationship with God, a lot of things that I used to do as beauty enhancements, I stopped doing those things because when you begin a relationship with God, nothing about you changes, but what does change is the way that you see things. You see things in their natural state. You see things for what they really are. You see people for who they really are. You see yourself for who you really are. So once I started to become more spiritual, I started to see myself with a different set of eyes. And I started to realize just how beautiful I really am. And that I did not really need all of those fingernails. I haven't gotten my nails done practically all of this year. And I feel I love my nails. I love my natural nails. Um, I've been wearing wigs for the past several months, but my natural hair, I love my natural hair. When I get done with this video, this may come off. I mean, y'all might not be ready for the natural right now, but I have a good grade of hair, so I'm not ashamed of it. But everybody wants to enhance their beauty, but this does not make me. I can take this off and I can go to Walmart and I can go to the mall and I can go wherever and I can feel just as beautiful without it as I feel with it. And I think that's what a lot of people fail to realize is you don't need fake lashes or fake fingernails to make yourself beautiful. That enhances your beauty. But I think it's just when I started getting my nails, I felt like I had to keep going and keep going and keep going back, because I want them done again, because it was like a trap almost. You go get them done, then you got to go get a filling. That's more money and more money and more money going out, on something so superficial as fingernails. When I could just simply go buy a $5 bottle of fingernail polish and paint my nails whatever color I desire and not be, it's not be confined to having to go back to get a refill and get this design. I don't need all that. When you're a beautiful person, you don't need no designs. You already God's design, so it's like you don't need the extra. And I'm not saying for everybody. That's just me personally and how I feel when God began to reveal himself to me and when I began to pour God's word and my spirituality grew. I started to see myself in a whole new light. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Another thing that I wanted to talk about, besides the fact that, you're beautiful without it all, you don't, I mean, especially for women and even men, they do things differently when it comes down to enhancing. Men do a lot of trying to impress they want to impress women and they want to impress other men so they can stick their chest out a little further. But when you have a relationship with God, when you treat people good, when you have good intentions and good motives behind everything that you do, you automatically look good. You're automatically impressing people. You don't have to do anything extra. All you have to do is get in alignment with God, with who you truly are, and be that, and you will be beautiful. And the byproduct of being who you truly are and being a beautiful person is the feedback that you will get from other people, how other people will begin to treat you. Up when you're true to yourself, people will notice that you being real, if you are as real can be. You're not putting on any airs. You are who you are, and they will begin to treat you better. Um, Me personally, for me being who I am, the things that have come back to me in my life are compliments. I get compliments all the time, and they mean a lot to me. It makes me feel good. I don't do anything to get compliments, but it's just a byproduct of me being true to who I am. I get complimented. The other day, a person that I do business with came to my home, and as he was walking out my door, he stopped and he turned around and he said, "Nekil, you are such a great person. I wish other people were like you. People are nothing like you, and I just want you to know that you are really a great person." And I told him thank you, and that meant a lot to me because I work hard, as far as reading and increasing my wisdom and my knowledge, and I do that so that I could be a better person, so that I could be recognized as for who I truly am. Because at one point I had no clue who I was. I believed what people said when people would say, "Oh, you nothing. Oh, you're fat. Oh, you're ugly. You'll never accomplish this. You'll never have that." Because I had people in my life that would tell me things like that. And when you don't know any better, and when you are expecting people to tell you who you are instead of you listening to God, because it's already in the Bible. He told us, each and every one of us, who we truly are. So when you start listening to people when you don't know any better, you start to believe that, and you start to act like that, and then other people start to treat you like that because that's how you feel about yourself. But when you, for yourself, read the Bible and allow God to tell you who you are more than a conqueror. You are loved. You are worthy to be. You are all of that. Once you start getting all of that inside of you, can't nobody tell you any different. And the only thing that you will begin to hear from people who, will tell you is they'll begin to mirror back who you are to you. They will tell you how great you are. And when a person comes up to you and tell you anything other than what God has already told you, what you've already read in that Bible, what your knowledge and your wisdom has told you, you will reject that. You will reject that. You won't believe it because you know it's not the truth. So I talked about this a little bit longer than I thought I was. I had a few other things on my mind, but as I said before, I never plan what I'm going to say. I just allow God to pour whatever into me, and I interpret it as such. And I hope my prayer and my hope is that at least one person is able to get something out of the words that I'm saying. There's so many inside of me, and I just want to share. I have to share. I feel like when you're a creative person and you decide to allow God to utilize your talents for His glory, it feels like there's a weight on your chest once He starts pouring things into you, and you just have to get it off. You have to release it. You have to release it to the world so that somebody else can gain something from what you're walking around holding on to. You want to share your goodness, and that's how I feel, and that's why I do the things that I do. That's why I wake up every morning, and to give somebody a word of encouragement, because I know at one point in my life that's what I needed. I needed to hear something good because I was hearing so much bad. I mean, I was overpowered with the bad. I just wanted to hear something good. And it's just a great thing to be able to hear something good. I mean, we can look at the news and hear who got shot. A hurricane is coming. I don't even watch the news, which I know is not a good thing because I be in the blind to everything bad what's going on. But I hear it, and sometimes every now and then I will watch the news. But I just want to hear what's good. I'm an optimist. I like to know what's good that's going on in the world. I want to read the Bible. I want to read inspirational books to tell me something good. So I hope everybody had a great week again. I hope everybody has a great weekend planned. I know I do. I'm going to get out of the house and have me some fun, and I'm ready for that. So As always, have a happy Friday. Have a beautiful weekend. I'll see you back here on Monday for Monday morning's inspiration. God bless.